Good Times on Young... Tonight's Good Times on Young Talent Time
are brought to you by McDonald's Family Restaurants.
Do you want to sing? You want to dance? Well, all you need is fame.
Wasn't that Marty? The Young Talent Team, of course, with a little bit of help from some terrific friends, and give them a special round of applause. Gillian Fitzgerald, extra dancer. Very well done. Okay, our poor Gillian. Poor Gillian has got the flu. Take a look. Go all together, 1, 2, 3. Poor Gillian. She's been lying in the green room all afternoon, sweating and puffing and panting with a dreadful cold. Your kids were great, Gillian, and don't you hide. Okay. Hey, welcome to this very special show on the very first day of Expo in Brisbane. Which is, it's Expo Day today, and that's why I'm wearing my Australian colours, green and gold. Green and gold. See? Okay? Haha, yuck, yuck. We're in, not next week, but the week after, it's going to be a very sad day for all of us because we're saying goodbye to Danielle Minogue. And in preparation for that show, I had a look at some really old photographs and stuff, and I found some baby photos of the kids. Yes, and I'll show you a photograph first, and then you can tell me which one you think it is, okay? Who's this? Can you guess? Yes, it's Vinnie Del Tito. And have a look at this one. Here's another kid. Ah, can you pick that one? That's Juanita Coco. And who's this? Who's next? Oh, I can pick that. Yes, it's Mark Stevens. And next.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's Bevan Adamsall. This one you can't mistake. Her hair's a little darker now. That's Courtney Confinino. And the handsome young fella here with no hair. That's Greg Poynton. And here we have Natalie Miller. Whoa! And look at this pretty little kitty. You can pick that one, can't you? Yes, it's Danny Minogue. And finally, that's Joey. Yeah, and Ricky. Beautiful. Okay, that's a whole lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed the show tonight because it is a real fun fame type show with lots of extras. And gee, your kids have got the cutest little baby faces. What a good cue for a song. Yeah. Comedy. I think comedy films are special to all of us because there's nothing like having your spirits uplifted, is there?
Fantastic.
What's your favourite joke, Natalie? Go on.
My mum will kill me for saying it.
Okay.
No one ever laughs at
Yeah, Lorraine, she can say it.
Please.
Listen very carefully because it's a cerebral joke.
Yes.
Away you go.
There was this lady walking down the street. She had an apple on her head.
A lady walking down the street had an apple on her head.
And this guy saw her and he went up to her and said, "Why have you got an apple on your head?" And she said, "It's not a pear, it's a grape." See, I told you that.
I like it. It's a bit Fleur. My daughter came up with this mighty sort of rhyming thing the other day. She said, roses are red, violets are blue. Most poems rhyme, but this one doesn't. I think that's a clever one. Good on you, Flirty. Most famous stars have been comedians, and probably my favourite comedians are the ones from the 20s and the 30s, especially the early black and white movies. Now, I particularly like Charlie Chaplin and the Keystone Cops. Who are your favourites, Natalie? Who do you like? Do you remember
Laurel and
back
Hardy.
then? Laurel, yeah, they're great.
good.
You still see them on the telly. Well, let's have a look at some of the famous comedians from the early days of black and white comedy films. Charlie Chaplin, of course, was enormously successful in the early days of film, and people all over the world laughed at his silly antics. And films in those days had no sound and were called silent movies, of course. And occasionally you'd get a caption with a few written words to help you understand it. And what's happening, of course, is that people didn't stop going to the films, as crowds still flock to go to the movies today when there's a Charlie Chaplin special film on. And the Keystone Cops, remember these, Mum and Dads? Well, they were a very popular comedy team, and they often performed in Charlie Chaplin films as well as in their own films. And the Keystone Cops, although very funny, they weren't very clever cops because they never seemed to get the robbers caught. And Natalie's favourites, Laurel and Hardy.
In this emotion-charged moment, who should come prancing down the street but those human bloodhounds, the wives?
Really lovely to see that stuff again. And probably the most famous and popular slapstick comedians are the Three Stooges. And We still see them on television today. That's Larry, Curly, and Moe. The Three Stooges started audiences roaring with laughter in 1922, and their wild, two-fisted knockabout routines have been doing so well ever since. Larry. He's a mad stooge with the mop top, and he was a nut both on and off the screen. And then there was Curly, with his shaven head and many zany noises, made him the most popular of the Stooges. And then, of course, the last one, the guy that invented the Beatle haircut long before the Beatles. His name was Moe, and he started up the Three Stooges act, and I think died only recently. The Three Stooges, terrific fun. And so now as our Young Talent Time tribute to the Three Stooges, here come our very own Larry, Curly, and Moe, and the Curly Shuffle. That was a little bit of black and white stuff here on Young Talent Time, so don't worry, the colour hasn't gone out of your picture. That was great fun. Thanks, boys. Hey, you want to see something cute? Daniel Minogue has just had her hair cut, and it looks fantastic. Look at that. Well, that's so pretty. Yeah, it is, Danny. Hey, you were in Brisbane because, of course, the Expo starts today, first day of Expo, and we've got a live Young Talent Time from Expo next Saturday, which will be your second last show. We bought a lot of tissues. It will be sad. You went to see Starlight Express.
It was excellent.
Did you meet some of the stars too?
Yeah.
I believe it's the most fantastic pictorial thing. Did you take some pickies? Mm-hmm. Let's have a look at it and tell us about it, Danny. It's Starlight Express time.
Thanks a lot. Hi, here I am about to watch Andrew Lloyd Webber's latest musical spectacular, The Starlight Express. And I'm interested to see because it's not your everyday musical. Whoa, hi David.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. do you think you could tell me a little bit about the Starlight Express?
I'd love to. What would you like to know?
What's involved in the production?
Well, the Starlight Express is kind of interesting. Not only is it a musical, it's also it's on roller skates, so it makes it more of a sporting event. And more than a usual musical, it has rock and roll music and a bit of country and all sorts, so everyone can enjoy it. So it's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of training to skate properly. It's a lot of fun too.
How do you find it combining singing, dancing, acting and skating?
Well, it's a bit hard actually. It's very aerobic because you're skating around and you think that if you're rolling that it doesn't have anything to do with anything, but your heart gets to beat really fast. And it's hard to sing and perform and look up and still like watch where you're going down there, because if one false step and you'll be off the side of the stage, or fall down and someone else will fall over you, something like a domino effect.
Hello, Nikki, would you be able to tell me what part you play in the Starlight Express?
Hi, I play Pearl, the first-class coach.
And could you roller skate before you started this show?
No, I couldn't roller skate. We had 8 weeks rehearsals in London and 2 weeks in Japan to learn to roller skate before we went on stage. It was a worry, believe me.
How long did it take you to skate?
We had the 10 weeks, actually, to learn to skate and to do all the routines and everything and put it all together. We had 10 weeks to do it in, and I couldn't even stand on my skate when I started. I panicked for about the first, God knows how long, of the rehearsals in London. I panicked like mad. I really did.
And what was involved in the auditions for the show?
Skating was involved. It was hilarious. They made us do certain routines from the show on skates, and you should have seen us all fall. It was quite amusing when I think of it. I don't know what I'm doing here at times. I did muck up my rehearsals.
And what do you think attracts the Australian children to come and watch this show?
I think the spectacle. I think all the tricks of the trade. I think the lasers, the hydraulics, the music, the colour, the speed, the skating. I think the overall effect of the show.
Well, I thought it was fantastic, but I won't say any more because you'll just have to come and watch it yourself.
Splendid, Victoria. Can you follow the storyline?
Yeah, you can. It takes a little while to get into first, and you've got to familiarise yourself with the different trains. But it's really good, and there's all people from different nationalities playing the parts, and good cast.
Good songs?
Yeah.
Terrific. We must do some on the show. Thanks, Danny. Great report. And we'll be back with our mother's request right after this little break. Oh, this is gorgeous. I was reading the paper the other day. You'll love this story. About a fascinating reunion in a family. Catherine Thurgood came to Australia 32 years ago. And unfortunately, even though she brought all her daughters with her, she had to leave her son Leslie behind because he was conscripted in the army. Well, recently they got reunited after 32 years. Can you believe that? And they're with us here on Young Talent Time tonight. Would you say welcome to Catherine and Leslie? Well, Leslie, this is your first trip to Australia, is it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Can I ask you, what was the first thing you said to your mum when you saw her after 32 years? The very first thing.
I can't remember. I was at church.
Were you? You just cried a bit?
Yes, a bit.
Big boys do cry, don't
Oh,
they?
they do, yeah.
And you're allowed to. Well, what did you say?
I couldn't say anything.
You couldn't say. Did you? I bet you had a lot to chat about. Yeah, and of course you've got 4 daughters. Yeah?
15 grandchildren.
15 grandchildren, 4 daughters, but only 1 son.
And one son.
Is he a good boy? Is he behaving himself now he's back?
Seen much of him to find out.
Have you been touring around Australia, have you?
Yes, yes.
Having a little look?
Yeah, having a look, yeah.
You enjoying Young Talent Time
the
too?
weather's great, yes, and this is a terrific show, yeah.
Good on you. Well, Leslie, it's a real pleasure to have you with us and such a thrill that you and your mum got back together again after 32 years.
Thanks
We
for
got
inviting
some, you've got some flowers from all of us, and this is a song that I think is just appropriate because I bet you wished upon a star that he'd come and visit you. You did? Well, this is the song for you. It's Ricky to sing When You Wish Upon a Star.
Makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Good on you, Ricky. Lovely song. And what an exciting reunion, too. Okay. Another very special guest I'd like you to meet. First of all, this is my mate, Michael, and he has got a dog that I think is one of the most wonderfully talented animals in the world. His name's Jade. Hi there, Jade. What's
Give me
up?
your paw.
Thank you, thank you. It's all pretty exciting, isn't it, Jade? Yeah, this is something that I didn't know, but it's a fact. Jade is the only dog in the world that is not colourblind. Apparently all dogs are colourblind and they can't tell the difference between colours. Now, Michael, I'll have a little chat to Jade while you go and set up. Hang on, what's the matter? Hey, Jadey, come here. Come here. Come on, boy. Come on. Here's Michael's going to set up the thing so that we can find out all about it. We all ready to go? Okay, we'll go centre stage. Ha.
Okay.
He's got the most beautiful fur. It's stunning, yeah. Okay, now I'll pick a colour and let's see which colour would you like? Blue, purple, green. How about a red? Red's a good colour. Red, okay. Red's the one. Find red for us, Jade. Find red, Jade.
Good girl. Come on, thank you.
There you go.
There it is. Jade, come on, Jade. Come on. Bring it here. Come on. Yeah,
He's a bit excited. Okay, now Jade does some other exciting things. What's he going to do for us here?
Well, I think we'll get her to jump through my arms. Shall we?
What,
Or go
okay,
through
well,
the
let
legs?
us... can he jump through mine?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm sure she will. Yes,
Show
you
me how
like
to do it.
stand
Which
there.
way?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, stand about there. That's it.
Okay.
Stay. Well, you might have to come around a little bit further. That's
Like
it.
that.
Stay.
Okay.
That's it. Now, through. Good.
Whoa! Okay, next. Do another one?
Yeah, normally she walks at heel. But this time, we're going to get her to zigzag, make it a little bit different. So I'll
Okay.
just walk zigzag in there. Now, you can stand just to the side there.
Oh, can
I'll just
I-
get her to go through my...
silly,
I'll go
all
and get... I'll get her to go through my legs first.
Ah, get it. Okay, that's great.
Now, through. 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 Now, heel. Now, heel. So she walks at heel. And round we come. Now we're going to go through Johnny's arms again. So Johnny comes out there.
There you
That's it. Now you say just come out a little bit further over there. Just down a little bit and say through to her.
Through.
Through.
Good. All right, beautiful.
That's right. Now we'll see whether she'll go right over all four arms, shall we? Right. Now you stay. Right. Jade, over. That's a good.
You're a
Jade,
beauty.
Jade, over.
Oh, whoa. Now, I saw him do one thing this afternoon. Could he jump on your back? I think that's fascinating.
Yes,
Can we do that?
Yep.
Thank you.
Now stay. Now, I must warn you, she's 85 pounds. She's about half my weight. So I've got to brace myself. Stay. Right, up.
You're a beautiful dog. Would you say thank you to Michael and Jade? And how much is that doggy in the window?
How much is that dog in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale. I must take a trip to California and leave my poor sweetheart alone. If he has
I agree, Clancy. People in show business have got big hearts. I think everybody around the world knows that, especially after Band Aid for Africa, which was just a fantastic event where the entertainers gave their services. Well, right here in Australia, the Variety Club is an organisation which involves entertainers like myself that raise money for special children all over the world to buy equipment for underprivileged children. Now, the Variety Club organised a thing called Kids Helping Kids, and it's a project, a colouring competition and a story writing competition for children between the ages of 9 and 12. And all it takes is $2 to enter. You see there, that's Rolf Harris, who launched it all, and a great bloke is Rolf. And the money raised from the Variety Club in this way buys sunshine coaches. I'm standing with one right here, and they're providing transport for special schools, and children get to use them for special events. And the birthday card campaign, which is raising money for new sunshine coaches, has actually raised money to make this sunshine coach available for the Baringa Special School. And I'm very delighted on behalf of the Variety Club and Young Talent Time to welcome Roz and Cheryl and the rest of the gang from the Baringa School to present them with this sunshine coach from the Variety Club. Good on you. On behalf of the Variety Club, there's your keys. Good on you, gang. Use it wisely. Hope you've got a license. If you haven't. Just about. Yes. Well, you work at it. And use it wisely. And I'd like to say on behalf of all of the entertainers in Australia, thank you to the Variety Club for their terrific support for young people. And good on you. Want to say a couple of words?
I'd just like to say thanks to you and the school.
Yeah, and the Variety Club too.
Yes.
And don't be nervous. You're a beautiful girl. Okay. Give them a big round of applause. The kids from the Baringa School. All right. It's cute to do things like that, and right now I'd like to introduce to you to our talent discovery, a terrific 8-year-old young girl from Melbourne called Danielle Denise, and she's singing The Greatest Love of All, and I Want to Dance with Somebody. Welcome her. She's an 8-year-old.
I believe the children are the future. Teach them well, let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I lived as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. Oh, I wanna dance to somebody. I wanna feel the beat to somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance to somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance to somebody. I wanna feel the beat to somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance to somebody. With somebody who loves me. Don't you wanna say, wanna dance, don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna say, wanna dance, don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna say, wanna dance, don't you wanna dance? With somebody who loves me.
That was a very confident performance for a little 8-year-old person. Look at the size of her wig. Good on you, Danielle. And beautiful eyes you've got too. Well, we've got great prizes this year for our talent discovery segment, and of course, if our judges judge you the best one of the year, you get a baby grand piano from Yamaha and many thousands of dollars, of course, from our fabulous sponsors, McDonald's. So there's a check from our McDonald's Scholarship Fund, and look at this. That's a Yamaha PSSS 270 that can help you with your music studies, and it's a great prize. Thank you to Yamaha, and thank you to Danielle for performing for us tonight. Well done, sweetheart. We'll be back with some giggles right after this little break, as we do.
Picture showman, we want to see the things we've never seen. Oh, shining on the silver screen. Oh, picture showman, turn off the lights and chase our cares away.
Courtney, what does debate mean?
Debate. Isn't that what you catch the fish with?
Oh, no.
You two, excuse me, why did the moth, Bevan, excuse me, why did the moth eat a hole in the carpet?
Hello, Clancy. Why?
Because he wanted to see the floor show.
That's cute. I like that one. Hello, young man. What's your name?
Not in town.
Oh, you're not going to tell. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, I hope you're going to tell your joke now. Go on.
How do you stop a dog barking in the front?
Front seat.
In the front seat.
How do you stop a dog barking in the front seat?
Let's put in the back.
Hi, Nat.
Hi, Vince. Go, Vince, you know the joke?
What joke?
The joke about why is the letter A like a flower?
Why is the letter A like a flower?
I don't know, Vince, why is the letter A like a flower?
I don't know. It's your joke.
It's your joke.
It's your joke.
It's your joke.
Again.
Cute stuff. If Ben was complaining because he didn't get his Young Talent Time microphone, there you go, Ben. I hope you enjoyed. You can stand and practice and sing and practice your jokes on it. What's your name?
Renee,
Renee, what's your giggle?
how do you prepare a space party?
I don't know. How do you prepare a space party?
Planet.
Yes, clever. Okay, microphone for you as well. And the last giggle.
What do you call a one-legged lady?
What do you call a one-legged lady?
Eileen.
Well, look, I've been doing it for 17 years and I still giggle. Here's a guy who's got a lot of magic and we love him on the show. Would you please welcome our special guest, Scott Williams?
Thank you. It's time for some magic, and it's great to be here because, you know, the last time I was on this show, I didn't even get a souvenir. So this time I got here earlier, I went all around the station, and so far I have managed to pick up 6 of the 10 photographs I need. I've got a photograph of Courtney, I've also got one of Ricky there, one of Greg, I've got Joey, Juanita, that's the show. I always get that mixed up. And of course, Bevan. Now, at first, I thought I was just going to get one group photograph, so I ended up going out and getting a beautiful picture frame for the photograph. And of course, now I've realized that I've ended up with about half a dozen. So I've done the only thing that I can do, and that's run out and buy myself a photograph album. I hope, has everybody got a photograph album at home? All right, well, you know what you do with them, of course. With this photograph album, like any other, there are pages all the way through it, and those pages are the ones that are used to put your photographs in. Now, we're going to do a little bit of magic here this evening with photographs, and of course, I'm going to use these photographs that I have here. Here's what I'm going to do. Are you ready? I am going to make one of these, I'll put them in there for safekeeping, make one of these photographs go from the photo album straight into this picture frame. Now, before we do that, wait a moment, I'll cover it up so you can all see. I'm going to ask one of the members of the audience to pick a card. Now, look what I've got here. 6 cards, 6 names of Winata, Ricky, Joey, Greg, and what say we walk up to somebody here, give them a shuffle, and all I want you to do, what about you? Put your finger on one card, anyone you like. Now, you sure you want that one? Are you positive? All right, take that, have a look at it, and tell us who we got. Who do we have?
Greg.
All right, okay. Now, we're going to give it another shuffle as well. You can try it as well. You want to try it? All right, put your finger on one of those. Anyone you like? That one there? You sure? You're positive? Take that one and have a look at it. Now, what have you got there?
Joey.
You got Joey, you got Greg. Who should we have? Joey or Greg? Who? Come on. You sure? All right, then come on back over here. Let's get this magic underway. Because all I'm going to do is make a little wave across the top here. And believe it or not, let's open up and have a look here. Every single one is gone. Now, wait a minute. Where are they? There's Bevan. Let's take a closer look. There's Courtney. There she is. There's Ricky. Look at that. There's Greg. But Joey's not there. Wait a minute. There's Juanita. And there's Bevan. So that means that... Ta-da! Look at that. Look at... What? Oh, no, that's okay. I know why. It's because you didn't say the magic words. You know what the magic words are? Say the magic words after me. No, after me. After me. There he is. That's great. Magic.
Picture showman, picture showman. We want to see the things they've never seen. Oh, shining on the silver screen. Oh, picture showman, picture showman. Turn off the lights and chase our cares away.
that was just fabulous. And can I please have an extra round of applause for Gillian Fitzgerald and her terrific young kids as well as the young talent. That's very good dancing, wasn't it? That was a challenge, wasn't it, guys, eh? Isn't this the biggest rabbit you've ever seen? Amazing. You smell the rabbit? Yeah, it's a beautiful... Here, you hang on to the rabbit. No, you don't want to? Okay. Okay, there you go. Well, it's been a big day on the very first day of Expo in Brisbane. We hope you've enjoyed our show. Next week, we'll be live from the Brisbane Expo site for a 2-hour Young Talent Time super special with Craig McLachlan and a whole bunch of other special guest stars and a real entertaining 2 hours. That should be exciting, shouldn't it? Live to air right across Australia, Young Talent Times Expo. Our very special thanks to all our guests, particularly Duke. Jade, I'm sorry. Thank you, Jade. He wouldn't even look at me when I said that. And, of course, all our special guests, and as I said before, the Gillian Fitzgerald dancers. Just great, girls. Good on you. And next week, we see you in Brisbane, and that's just about it all. So I should sing, shouldn't I? Oh, yes. And I'll send all my loving to you. See you next week, boys and girls. Bye, everybody.
Young Talent Time was proudly presented tonight by McDonald's Family Restaurants.